rolling and tumbling into the world melting pot. In February 1989, with £50 in my pocket, a suitcase full of rags and a poor, and I mean really poor, knowledge of the English language, I flew over to London. I found a job at McDonald's on Regent Street, where I was constantly frying chips. I simply hated it. My income was scarce and I regularly wasted it by buying extravagant clothes or going to nightclubs. I dreamed of being part of that glamorous world I saw on television or read about in fashion magazines. One day, while I was frying, I noticed a beautiful English couple queuing up to order their food. Their subtle and elegant eccentricity set them apart from everyone else. Without thinking twice, I tried to get their attention, and when they looked at me I pointed at myself and then at the clock, holding up 6 fingers. This gesture of sign language was an attempt to invite them to come back and meet me after work. I realized that they hadn't got the message from their puzzled faces, alongside those of the other customers in the queue. I probably wouldn't have understood it myself, or maybe they had thought I was suffering from a nervous tic. An Italian colleague of mine, Marina, had noticed me doing this and brought me aside to warn me that if the manager caught me I could lose my job. So I decided to change my strategy. I asked Marina, who spoke English very well, to secretly pass on the message to them. Marina accepted and approached them. I followed her with a hopeful gaze and waited for an answer, but I only got a couple of embarrassed-looking smiles as the couple took their sandwiches and left. When I finished work, much to my surprise, I found the Englishman alone waiting for me, without his girlfriend. I immediately told him that I didn't speak English very well, but fortunately, the gentleman with a very British accent reassured me that he had a basic knowledge of Italian. His name was David. Actually, David knew only 10 words of Italian, but I only found out much later. We talked for a long time, or rather, I spoke for a long time. David just answered yes to everything I was saying, without understanding a damn thing. Later on, in the evening, we were joined by Stevie, the girl who was with him previously and luckily really did speak Italian. As she spoke slowly, with a British accent and a sweet gaze, she told me that they were 2 famous fashion designers. David Holah and Stevie Stewart were the mind and heart of Body Map, a brand that left, albeit briefly, an indelible mark in the post-punk fashion. The clothes they designed were quirky, brilliant and different from all the other styles out there. I was left speechless with enthusiasm. 2 weeks later I was modeling for Body Map in a fashion show and appeared on a Vogue magazine in Germany. And so, my dream came true. David became my mentor and my English improved dramatically. I was introduced to the craziest and most extravagant events of the English capital. I met many famous singers including Bananarama, Nina Hagen, Morrissey, Sinead O'Connor, Nick Cayman, Jimmy Somerville, and my longtime legend, Boy George. When I met him I was so excited that, blinded by my enthusiasm, whilst trying to leave the room I bumped into a huge glass door and was trembling with energy for quite a while.